Hey, shalom, shalom. Shalom, we are the real Hebrew Israelites coming to you week in and week out, prophesying the return of the Most High and His Heavenly Son. All praises, honor, glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles out in New York, the great millstone of GMS. Honors to all Achim around the planet, living up in the name of Yahweh, while Yahweh Shai in truth and sincerity. This is Brother Uriah. Then I got the brothers from Cleveland. I got, 5 brothers from Cleveland? Y'all go ahead and sound off your names.
Takan Amar.
You call.
Michelle.
Josh.
And then Yaquaria from Chicago, he chimed in too. So we got we're on the way to camp, but before we go to camp, we're gonna get something to eat and then go to camp. And as brothers know, tradition here in Chicago, we do it in transit. We probably most likely gonna do a lesson. So didn't they have a specific topic? Even though, matter of fact, what was this topic I said we might do next time? We would just matter of fact, the prophecies. All right, because we did a lesson earlier today, running some errands on observing the elder brother from Cleveland camp. He mentioned observing the times. We did a lesson about observing the times, and at the end of that lesson, we jumped into just telltale signs. This might be the title. I don't know. We'll see how to do the spirit. Telltale signs that we are actually living in the last days. Telltale signs that we are in the last days. Something like that. Telltale signs that we are actually living in the last days. All right? Through the prophecies. So whatever prophecies through the brothers, through the spirit, because we got maybe about a 20-minute trip to where we got to go. 20, 25, depending on traffic. Maybe 20 the way I drive. So brothers can go round and round. I want everybody at least to pick something that somebody grabbed theirs, then pick another sign that is actually proven that we are actually living in the last days. Okay. Say who? Somebody got something to start? State your name and speak.
It is Brother Call. It says 2 Edges 9:1. He answered me then. He answered me.
I see that. How many brothers said, damn it, he touched my eye.
He says, 2 Edges 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure down the time diligently in itself, and what thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before. Then shalt thou understand that at the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And like talking about the prophecies, one that like Apostle Har always says, one of the major last prophecies before the end of this empire is what? The tiny technology, man. Okay, that's hot in the news. I just saw an article earlier this morning. They was talking about somewhere. What was it? I don't know where I saw the article. They was talking about somewhere they're already lining the banks with a digital footprint. So basically everything, going into that system that Esau's trying to set up.
You got some more there?
Okay.
Can somebody get that? What Revelation was 11:14? We talk about the second woes pass. And then I got a quick. It's just I'm gonna just read the headline. I'm gonna let the brother grab the precept. This is from Al Jazeera. It says, as NATO holds more nuclear talks, it says Russia warns of World War III. Now we know that that's written in the scriptures in the book of Revelation, and it's the War of Armageddon. You know what I'm saying? And so we're gonna get a precept just to go into it. You know what I'm saying? And just speak on it briefly, and then somebody line up Sirach 39:1. You got Revelation first.
This is the book of Revelation, 11 verse 14. It says, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. Right, now that's in correlation with the scripture, with the title I just read from that article, man. It says Russia basically warns of talks of World War III, man. And that's all in the atmosphere as of lately, man. You know what I'm saying? You got certain strategic moves being made. All right, they just that bridge, the Kerch Strait, they just blew up that bridge, which is a very strategic point for Russia to trade goods in and out of Ukraine and certain other areas. You know what I'm saying? So it's just constant things that's putting fuel to the fire that's going to further escalate the like I said, that war of that World War III, man. You know what I'm saying? Get that Sirach 39, Bible shot.
I got it. This is Ecclesiasticus 39:1. It says, but he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High and is occupied in the meditation thereof will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient and be occupied in prophecy.
Yeah, break it down.
And that's what it is. Because in Joshua, it tells us about the meditation of the scriptures.
Yep.
You know, so when you meditate on the law, when you're focused on the prophecies, because the Lord gave us the prophecies to be able to tell the times that we're in. Like, you know, Yahweh Shai said that you can discern told the Pharisees that you can discern the signs of the sky, but you can't discern the signs of the times, if you paraphrase it.
Yeah, that's tell me like the spirit. Because that was a quote. The same two scriptures, y'all.
Salaki, nothing. That's perfect.
That's perfect, bro.
That was another lesson we did, and you just used the same. That's how you know this is one body.
All right.
Because if you understand the scriptures and the will and the power of the Lord, then you will be speaking within that same said power.
Yep. Literally, your call popped it off with a scripture we grabbed earlier today, and then Mashar was just speaking on one we grabbed in the lesson earlier today. So it's all the spirit.
And you
Yeah, that was it on that.
And you had pretty much said the name a couple of signs that you know, we know that we in those times. One of them being December 23rd. Then you know, where they gonna be getting rid of, you know, dealing with the dollar bill.
December 13th.
December 13th.
13th.
I think that's when the CBDC is supposed to be enacting the central bank digital currency.
Talking about the Biden bucks and stuff.
The Biden bucks.
And I got that word real quick, and because the last precept the brother read said occupy, and bring that back. Bible Sean, I got a word.
So Ecclesiasticus 39. So I can have it.
Take your time, brother. Take your time.
39 and verse 1, it says, "But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient, and be occupied in prophecy."
Right. So it mentioned the word meditation. When you go into the word meditate in etymology online, it's going to say to ponder, think abstractly, engage in mental contemplation, man. You know what I'm saying? To meditate, think over, reflect, consider, man. You know what I'm saying? So these are the things that a man of the Lord or a believer, if, in that case, if you're a woman, your mind will be geared towards that, man. If you're a woman, you will be taking heed to your husband, man, concerning the things that he's speaking on regarding the prophecies, man. Because this is what the men of the Lord and the believers have been focused on their entire life, man. Even when you go back to before Yahweh Shah was born, that old man Simeon, when he said he basically not gonna perish until you see the Messiah being born, the constellation being born. You know what I'm saying? So it was things that our people knew and understood regarding the Old Text, man. Which is, you know what I'm saying, the manuscripts was back then, it wasn't known as the Old Testament, but basically the Old Testament, so you can understand. They knew and understand that the Messiah was going to be born, and that eventually one day that Messiah would free them of the captivity that they were under, regardless of whatever captivity they was under, because our people was under many captivities. But during that time when Yahweh Shah was born, which was under the Roman Empire, it wasn't that time. But now we're in those times, man.
Exactly.
That's the spirit, because they knew the significant how important prophecies was, man.
Speak up. Just make sure you heard.
They everybody, especially in the ancient world, they knew how important the prophecies was, man.
Yep.
Even up to date, Esau know how important, you know what I'm saying, the prophecies are, because that's why he tried so hard to what's saying Revelations 11. They didn't tell us who we were. He's trying to upset the prophecies. You know that when the prophecies are taking effect or in full effect, therefore he's that much closer to being out of rulership, man, and that much more closer to Yahweh Shah's kingdom being established on the earth, man.
Yep.
But it said about it's not a matter of if it's going to happen, it's a matter of when.
Yep.
You know, we all know about Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter. That precept comes out almost every single lesson, because though it tarry, wait for it, surely coming will not tarry, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a spirit, because we're going past. You can see the city right now, and Mar, you had mentioned about the fact that Israel was waiting on the Messiah. Like even in this time, we're waiting on the kingdom of righteousness, man. We understand that all this wickedness, everything that's set up in corruption, is going to be taken down.
Only the righteous is hoping for that.
Yeah.
And because you're right, but it's the hopeful righteous elect. We're sighing and crying. We're looking at the times. We're observing the times and looking at the prophecies. And that's our job, to let the other people know. You know, the 1/3, the 2/3, and the 1/44 of the 1/3, that this is it. You know, and this is the proof of what times that we're living in. Yeah.
I got a quick one. It's Jeremiah 6:17. Also, I have set watchmen over you, saying, hearken to the sound of the trumpet. But they said we will not hearken. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, just laying back on the elder. You know what I'm saying? The watchmen that have been set up, starting with the apostles and elders on down, they're sent out there to deliver a particular message, man. You know what I'm saying? A particular doctrine.
No, I want to say, since you said that, that's actually a prophecy too. It was Ezekiel, the 33rd chapter. It said, then you should know that a prophet's been. I was trying to pull it up as we speak. You saw me. I was kind of being Johnny on the spot driving. We damn near at that location. I told you we'll beat him. But that's actually a prophecy too. When have you seen? The Lord only brings out the prophets when it's time for the prophets to come out.
Verse 33.
What, the 33?
I got you.
Go ahead, brother.
This is book of Ezekiel chapter 33 and verse 33. And when this cometh to pass, let me start from 32.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is book of Ezekiel chapter 33 and verse 32. It says, and lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song of one that hath a pleasant voice and can play well on an instrument, for they hear thy words, but they do them not. It says, and when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come, then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them.
That's right. So when these things start to come to pass, and lo, they will come, and know that then you know that these were prophets, man. Right now, who's the only people? The small hats claim to be the Israelites, right. Correct? Mm-hmm. No, they don't. They claim to be Israeli. They claim to be Jewish. Mm-hmm. You wish you was one of us. Mm-hmm. All right? They claim to be Jewishes and all that. They're not embodying the real men of the Lord. The real men of the Lord are embodying it by doing what? Being out there in the highways and the byways, teaching and preaching and cussing and fussing. If you go back into the spirit of Yahweh Shai, every time you will see the prophets come out, there was a transition in power. Yep. Now that we out here in mass across the planet, that's proof that this is a transition in power, and we're out here. That's biblical prophecy in the face.
I got a quick one for you, Yoda. This is you said that's biblical prophecy, right? This is Deuteronomy chapter 30 verse 1. And it shall come to pass when all these things are come upon thee, the blessing and the curse which I have set before thee, and thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations where the Lord thy God have driven thee. You know what I'm saying? So that's just laying back on what the elder said, man. If, the real Israelites will be in poverty. You know what I'm saying? They will be, you know what I'm saying, in these these jacked up situations. Why? Because the curse said so. And then the scripture I just read said they shall call them, they shall call them to mind among the nations where the Lord Yahweh have driven thee, man. So that's what we're doing. What do you think when you go to see you walk down the street and you see a group of men, which is called a camp? By the way, they had that in the ancient world, and they out there proclaiming to you the words written out of the Bible on what it is, the reason why they're going through these situations, the reason why Esau was in power. What do you think that is, man? That's them standing on their feet. The great army. Yeah, the great army mentioned in Ezekiel. That's them. And in Revelations, they said in the latter days they will stand upon their feet, man. You know, and then it says there was in Revelation. They said they was basically scared, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, great fear fell upon them, man. Y'all got it.
I got one real quick. This is Revelation 19 and verse 10.
That's the spirit, because I was going to have you.
Okay, go ahead. It says, and I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai. Mm-hmm. Worship the Most High, for the spirit, for the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. And that's what brothers, from Apostle Tahar on down, you know, they're real big on being in real deep in the prophecies, man. Yep. Because the prophecies are things that are going to let us know how close we are. Yeah. You know, and also the prophecies let us know, you know, how close the fall of Esau is going to be.
Yep.
And we started off with that, man. That's the measuring stick. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Measure the time diligently. You know what I'm saying? The second is just not one. So that's how we measure what's to come next, man.
Yep.
I appreciate it. This is Revelation 12 and 17. The dragon was war with the woman, went to make war with the remnant of her seed.
Yep.
Which keep the commandments of the Most High and have the testimony of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. Yep. So it's going to come a time, again, the brother just read the testimony, it's the spirit of prophecy. Okay, it's going to come a time where they're going to come down on the men of the Lord, the
ones who are pushing what? Prophecy, man. Breaking these things down to you in the lowest denominator, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Down to the
molecular
level.
Yeah.
Making it plain fun tables, man. And everybody's watching. Everybody's paying attention, bro.
Yep.
I remember, I think it was Elder Shamam. He did a lesson. He was talking about these guys, these so-called truthers, etc. The brothers can name the names, all the guys who bring out certain info about the economy and stuff. They all want to start mentioning certain precepts about the scriptures and certain prophecies that you never heard them bring out before, man. Okay, you're like, oh man, these dudes been watching the apostles, man. You know? So like you say, he's adding on to your point, bro. Like everybody's paying attention to this testimony going out as well, man. Y'all know it's the end of Esau society, man.
Yep. And that's also a part of prophecy, because the Lord said He's gonna pour out His Spirit upon all flesh. So everybody's following the tune of Yahweh Shem Yahushai in the minute He set up, man. Why? Because they can't gainsay or resist what we're saying, because we speaking the words of the Lord, man. You know.
It's lucky to even Isaiah in Isaiah the 50th chapter. He said that about giving me the tongue of the learned. Now, because the tongue of the learned is going to be able to allow the Spirit to work through them and break down the scriptures properly.
Yep. And did y'all have anything else?
Well, we can be here all day, but unfortunately we are at our destinaciones. All right, so bottom line is there's a lot of prophecies going on right now that is proving what time that we're in. All right, now brothers didn't talk about the hurricanes, the tornadoes, these so forths and wap the bams. They are going on right now. All right, you're talking about the love of many shall wax cold. Just the killings and stealings and beatings and rapes and going down. But there's so many things going on right now. It's proven that we're in end days is ridiculous. We just want to give you a highlight of a few. Maybe we do another touchback on this through the Spirit, through the power of Yahweh Shem Shai. So we'll see. Y'all just pulled up. Through the power of Yahweh Shem Shai. So hopefully this has been edifying through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shai. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles out in New York, a great millstone, GMS. And it's I can run the planet, lifting up the name of Yahweh Shai, and truth and sincerity. With that, we're going to say shalom.
Shalom.
And a Baba Bar.
Baba Bar.
Kan, hallelujah.